Hey everyone, welcome to this video. In the previous lesson, we talked about prepping our scene and adding the HDRI. In this video, we'll be continuing the entire process and adding our 3-point lighting system.
So now with this, I can do two things, right? I can decide to just use this lights, which is not giving me what I really want, or I am going to do my 3-point lighting. Basically, 3-point lighting is a fundamental technique in 3D and photography as well. It uses 3 light sources: the key lights for the main illumination, fill lights to soften shadows, and then rim, or also known as backlights, to highlight the edges, right? So I usually use this setup if I want to add more detail in terms of lighting to my scene. This HDRI is beautiful and everything, but I'll need to do my 3-point lighting to make it a little bit better. So I'm just going to come to this collection, or rather I'm going to create a new collection called lights. Rename, and then let's start with a sunlight. Where are my lights? Lights, sun, and you can see what the sunlight is already doing. Now we just have to pick a direction where we want. I think I really like this direction, or what we can do is, so that it's kind of giving us some leading lines, like a leading line effect, where the light is coming through, like it's bleeding almost to the camera. So what we can do is just bend it this way, right? But also making sure that, so this is really cool as well, like half lights off. See, lighting is just such a beautiful thing. So we can also do something like this, where half of the cube is lit and the other half is dark. And what we can do is we can either harden that, harden the lighting, like that's the shadows, or we can that's by reducing this angle, right? Or we can increase it, which is going to make it a little bit soft, and you can see it's a little bit it's softer, and I think I like it. But what we can do is divide this by 2, so we can have a middle ground. So we can have this soft lighting. I really love this. So what we're going to now also do is we're going to add the rim lights, key lights. Sorry, we've added the key lights. This is our key lights. We're going to add a fill light. So what we can do is we can come to Shift A, lights, area. I usually use the area lights for my fill lights. I'm going to hold the x-axis and hold 90, so that I can have it at 90 degrees. Then I'm going to move it all the way to the side here, and I'm going to move it here maybe. And as you can see, we can't really see anything, but could come here and rotate this a little bit to the side, maybe something like this, and increase it. Let's turn this to a rectangle and increase it to the side, just making sure. Okay, maybe that's too far, the tilt, so maybe something like this. And I'm just going to increase the power. As you can see, we're having something like this, but I want to reduce the angle so that we're having contrast. One thing you always want to do is try and have contrast in your lighting. If I should just pull up this, you see that maybe aside from this, as you can see, these have heavy contrast, also this as well. So that's something you should always try and do. Always try and get contrast. So I'm just going to reduce this, maybe something like this, something like that. Let's just mess with this and see what it looks like. Okay, so maybe use this a little bit. Oh, I didn't even know I was tilting this the wrong way. So I was trying to tilt it on the X. How about we increase the... So yeah, let's just quickly, let's see. I'm beginning to feel like I should turn this down, this fill light. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Something like this, maybe. And then increase the sunlight all the way up. Okay, I think I also want to increase the angle, right? But then come to the rotation and rotate it like this, something, but there's just a little contrast. And then lastly, I would probably, let me see, what will happen if I lighten? So lighting, the beautiful thing about lighting is you just have to keep tweaking until you find something you're okay with. Because it's literally like discovery. You just constantly try to discover something cool. Like always, that's how I see lighting. It's like a blank canvas. You're painting on it. So you just have to keep trying things and see how it goes. So I think something like this would work. And then one more lighting from the back to do our fill lights. 90Y. Okay, that's RX 90. And then I'm going to just reduce this. And then just going to come here, bring it over here, and just point it. In fact, what I can do is I can come to constraints, come to track 2, pick the eyedropper tool and select this, and then move it to the back. Right, just the back will be fine, something like this. Right, and I'm just going to come to lighting, reduce it all the way, and increase this just to have that rim lights. If I should just reduce this as well, then reduce this as well, and then just move it closer. And I can just apply this since I've gotten the rotation a bit more. And I'm just looking for that rim light. If I hide this, you'll see that it's not yet what we want it to be. So I'm going to maybe increase this a little bit more. Increase this a little bit more. And just have this. I don't know why something feels wrong with this, and I don't know why. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero out the rotation, 90, Oh, is it? Oh, it's flipped. Okay, no, it's not flipped. I just flipped it now. RZ90, RZ180. Yeah, 180. And just to have that backlight coming in would be awesome. So yes, we've basically done the rough layout of our lighting. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. We've come to the end of it. You can decide to play with your lighting a little bit more, but this is basically a rough layout of the lighting to help us proceed, to help us texture, model the cube and all of that. So try messing with some of it, try moving some of the lighting. We're eventually going to move some of them, but try moving them around, and then maybe Ctrl Z and everything, so that we'll be able to move around together, or already we'll be able to move forward together. But yeah, thank you. In the next video we'll be going over we'll be working on this cube. We'll be working on the cube and just making it into that Rubik's cube kind of object. See you in class.